What's up, bro? Mario, Courtney Lopez. Time for one last thing. We were talking about how Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively allow their kids to start watching rated R movies at 9 years old, which, hey, listen, not one to tell anyone how to parent, but for us at Casa Lopez, that's a little young, but I do think it depends, because I feel our daughter, who's 13 years old, has seen an R-rated movie, but it was a horror film.
Yeah.
So it was more slasher. She knows it's over the top. She knows it's not real.
Right.
And I don't have a problem with her watching that. As a matter of fact, I watched A Quiet Place with her. And it was quite bonding, and yes, it's spooky and stuff, but that I don't have a problem with. Where I did put my foot down, she recently asked to watch Challengers with Zendaya.
No.
And she grew up watching Zendaya on Casey Undercover, but I'm like, no. Zendaya's not undercover in this one. I said, you are not allowed to watch that. And she said, come on, Dad. And I'm like, no. So we draw the line when there is adult-type intimate content.
Yes.
And I think that's a big difference.
100%.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like if she wanted to see Deadpool 2, which was rated R, like that's one thing.
There's a
Correct.
different...
There's a big difference with the rated R's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't
Yes.
mind the horror, but when you start getting into naughty intimacy,
Yeah.
no.
How did she respond to that?
She said, okay.
She just says, okay, she's a good girl.
She's a good girl, so she's okay.
Tell Mario what you think on Twitter @OnWithMario. More Mario Lopez on the way.
These days, everything in LA costs more. But somehow, Verizon costs less. As low as $50 for a single line when you switch. So while coffee is definitely costing more, Verizon costs less. And dinner in Venice for two has gotten pricey. Verizon, less pricey. Santa Monica rent, that's not coming down anytime soon. But Verizon, down. Just $50 a line. Limited edition sneakers, through the roof. Verizon prices, through the floor. That designer Golden Doodle, so much more. A single line on Verizon, a fair bit less. Even a good old tried and true hamburger will cost you more. But with Verizon, the same good old tried and true service now costs you less. Point is, in a world that is always costing more, you can get more for less right now at an LA Verizon store. $180 BYOD and $360 local promo credits applied over 36 months. For new customers with one line and your own 4G or 5G phone on unlimited welcome plan required. Additional terms apply. Auto pay and paper-free billing required. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Febreze. So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
This is CEOs You Should Know.
Hey, this is Paul Corvino, Division President of iHeartMedia here in sunny Los Angeles, California. Today I'll be speaking with Robert Tolles, the CEO and co-founder of Inc. Holdings, a groundbreaking AI-driven platform that revolutionizes how gamers transact online. If you had to talk to your 21-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself?
Don't give up. I was in my early 30s when I realized I had a knack for a new industry called social media. Everybody that you see, they look at Instagram and they figure, man, if I don't have a Lambo by 20, I'm a failure. And I say, don't worry about it, because the industry that you end up going into or how you make your money might not have been invented yet.
Listen to CEOs You Should Know on the iHeartRadio app.
With the Subaru Love Promise, Tinman Subaru is committed to community involvement. We support our local schools and hospitals with donations and fundraisers. We're involved with the local animal shelters, helping provide adoptions. We honor and support our military, plus blood drives and more. By giving back, it moves us forward. Tinman Subaru, we care.
Timmons of Long Beach. TimmonSubaru.com.
Look at your cup holder. It's empty. And you're feeling thirsty. Head to a nearby convenience store and fill it. Clorox with a Pepsi Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew, or Starry. Grab a delicious, refreshing Pepsi for the road.
K-pop fan and artist festival KCON LA returns to Crypto.com Arena, LA Convention Center, and Gilbert Lindsay Plaza. From 26th to 28th of July, you can see Hyphen, NCT 127, Hemins, and us. Zero Base One. Visit KCONUSA.com for tickets. Come and join KCON LA 2024, presented by Samsung Galaxy.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no. I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes, because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than wet paper towels on kitchen grease and soap scum. Use as directed.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner. You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-498-3622. 800-498-3622. 800-498-3622.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ah, the sweet feelings of summer. The kiss of warm sun on your skin. The softly scented breeze blowing through the trees. Don't worry, you have Off Clean Feel, fragrance-free mosquito repellent that feels good on skin, so even mosquitoes can't ruin those sweet feelings of summer. Off Clean Feel. Prevention is the best protection from mosquitoes.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Just added to the superstar lineup.
Dua Lipa and Halsey. Sharing the iHeart stage with Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet.
Our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Summer is the time to let loose, turn up the tunes, and share sweet moments together. And M&M's are the perfect treat for any time. Chilling by the pool, jamming at the barbecue, road trip sing-alongs, and everywhere in between. So grab a pack from your local retailer and pass them around today.
Here's the latest from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
A man is behind bars on suspicion of intentionally setting 10 brush fires in San Juan Capistrano. Former President Trump has accepted his party's nomination in a 92-minute speech at the Republican National Convention. Legendary comedian Bob Newhart has died at the age of 94. His publicist says he passed away in Los Angeles after a series of short illnesses.
KFI is the only station with live traffic reports from high above with KFI in the sky. For 24-hour news, tune to KFI AM 640.
My FM is an iHeartRadio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Meet the real woman behind the tabloid headlines in a personal podcast that delves into the life of the notorious Tori Spelling as she takes us through the ups and downs of her sometimes glamorous, sometimes chaotic life and marriage.
I just filed for divorce. Whoa. I said the words that I've said like in my head for like 16 years.
Listen to Misspelling on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Misspelling.
Go back, let's go back. Back on with Mario Lopez.
104.3 My FM.
90s to now.